There's a part of you that wants to be seen, heard, and loved. But to do so requires facing your greatest fear, your own inner darkness. Avoiding it only hides who you really are. We run from fears and flaws, keeping them buried alive. But what if the thing you're avoiding is the very thing that makes you? You! Your flaws, imperfections, and mistakes are what make you human. Trying to be perfect only sets you up for failure and unhappiness. Here's a thought. The darker the shadow, the more intense the light. Embracing your darkness allows you to shine brighter than you ever imagined. The paradox is that confronting our shadows, not avoiding them, builds self-understanding and inner strength. It's in the struggle, the wrestling with our demons, that we discover who we are and what we're capable of. So what does this look like in real life? Notice what you hide. Is there a part of you that you're ashamed of? Maybe it's a mistake you made in the past or a fear that you have. Whatever it is, it has probably because you've been running from it for so long that it has become a bigger deal than it needs to be. The longer you try to avoid something, the more power it has over you. But the moment you decide to face it, you take back control. Think of your life as a movie. You're the star and the director. What kind of movie do you want to make? A cheesy romance or an action flick? The choice is yours. But you can't be afraid to go into the dark places, to explore the parts of yourself that you think are broken or wrong. That's where the real story is. That's where the magic happens. If you were to judge yourself less and accept yourself more, you'd be happier and more fulfilled. Your relationships would improve. Your creativity would soar, and you'd feel a sense of inner peace that you've never felt before. But it's up to you to decide. Are you gone now? Keep running from your shadow? Or are you gone now? Embrace it and let it make you whole. You see, our deepest fears often come from feeling powerless. When we don't understand something, we're naturally scared of it. But the more we learn about our fears, the more we realize that they're just a part of being human. And the more we understand ourselves, the more we become comfortable with who we are, flaws and all. Here's a great quote from Carl Jung, a famous psychologist. He says, "The most terrifying thing is to accept the reality of our own nature, the shadow." But here's the good news. Jung also said that the, quote, "man who does not integrate his shadow will suffer from it one way or another." So if we don't embrace our shadow parts, it will show up in our lives in negative ways. But when we integrate them, we become more resilient and wise. You know, sometimes when you're making a really important decision in your life, you'll often hear that advice, follow your heart. Well, it turns out that there's actually some truth to that. When we ignore our intuition or try to suppress our true selves, we often end up making decisions that we regret. But when we listen to our gut feelings and follow our passions, we're more likely to find happiness and fulfillment. Embracing your shadow parts isn't about being reckless or giving into your darkest impulses. It's about being honest with yourself and taking responsibility for your actions. It's about acknowledging the ugly parts of yourself and accepting them as a natural part of being human. It's in the acceptance and integration of these parts that we find true freedom and authenticity. So I ask you again, what part of yourself could you acknowledge today? What shadow parts are you ready to embrace and integrate into your life? It's time to stop hiding and start living! To truly live is to fully embrace all parts of ourselves, including the ones we think we should. If you liked this video, watch this next one. See you there!